If you know, you know.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle to Smith. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding and a big loss here as he's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. In early second and long they're facing.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Gun!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Take it at the 37. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10. On first down, Watson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Coney Ely. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Watson now on second down, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Detroit! Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. He completes it right side to right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On second down, it's Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line.
Detroit!
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Over! Gun!
On play action, they'll throw. It's caught. This is White. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Reset.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that run.
Now it's Miller. And not much running room. Down to the 32. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Gun! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. They'll pitch it out to Bell. He finds some open field here. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Watch it now, Barney.
The give is to Bell. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey, switch.
They'll set up a throw. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This a 33-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 1st and 10, Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. Coney Ealy in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Come back. Down. Back 22. Jet. Back 22. Tiger.
Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Got an open man. It's QT. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Lucky 56. Gun. Yeah, I need one over here.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure. Touchdown. And the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk. This is a big decision here.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Now it's Watson. And Josh Hill has it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Tiger! Come back! Do jet!
Now a first down throw. Watson flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds just a yard or two shy of the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Come back!
Out of the gun, Watson. Underneath for Miller. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Tiger! Down! Green, down!
To the air yet again, Watson. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Do jet! Come back!
From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 36 yards out. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, You and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Try to pound it in. Kamara. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The Texans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Watson pushes past him. Dumps it complete to Miller. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. From the 50, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Come back, come back.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw on second is Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Tiger, tiger, tiger.
They get it to him running left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
Black 99 Philly. Black 99 Philly.
They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry by Bell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. To return it is Corey Grant. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Richmond.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Watson. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Watson. Buying time to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Watson. To throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Reset.
To throw is Watson. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Good gains there back-to-back for Houston in the passing game and another 1st down. Watson on 1st down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. The Texans on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Gun! 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 Alert! 3 down! Detroit! Detroit!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! Gun! Gun!
They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. After the interception, here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Come back, come back. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger.
Watson now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.